Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospitality of 2 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. Tuesday, October 24, General Hospital spoilers claim that Scott Baldwin pressured Lucy Coe to sign the papers and officially recognized Tracy Quartermain's 51% ownership of Deception before things got worse. When Laura Collins discovered Cyrus Renault had paid with the fund Scott had set up to benefit reformatory inmates, she drew Scott away and chastised him for assisting Cyrus in getting free. When Scott reunited with Lucy, he discovered that she still hadn't signed the requisite papers. Scott left for a phone call and returned to discover Lucy had taken his pen and left. At GH, Cyrus was taken by Austin Gatlin Holt, who dragged him into a medical closet and threatened to use a knife on him. Austin hissed that Cyrus was now free because of him, and that he was still attempting to kill Ava Jerome. Austin's tough side attracted Cyrus, who chose to overlook this careless mistake, but advised Austin to wash his hands and take him to see Mason Gatlin. T.J. Ashford observed no obstacles to Mason's full recuperation in his room. Mason countered TJ's prediction that his patient would end up in Pentonville by saying he has previously managed to escape worse situations. Cyrus moved in close to Mason after Austin let the boss in and mentioned that he made a deal with Mason's cousin. Cyrus agreed that Austin would help him escape prison in exchange for Ava being safely brought home. Cyrus persuaded Mason to share his instructions regarding Ava since he wasn't a man who reneged on his promises. Cyrus also got Mason to admit that he disobeyed by having him acknowledge that Cyrus had instructed him to take Ava home. Cyrus proposed that Mason's life should be spared for the time being because Ava was still alive to tell the tale. Mason was warned that he would face Cyrus' complete fury if he ever attempted to betray him once more. While everything was going on, Portia Robinson surprised Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, by having a late lunch at home. Portia wanted to see and pretended she wasn't going to butt in their relationship because Curtis had been viewing pictures from Trina Robinson and Spencer Cassadine's vacation. Portia was about to leave when Laura arrived to visit Curtis, so she requested her not to disclose Cyrus' release from jail just yet. Laura and Curtis caught up after discovering Curtis on the patio in his wheelchair. They also confirmed their unshakable friendship. Brooke Lynn Quartermain noticed Harrison Chase was called over to the Quartermain estate and assumed her mother was going to bring up Tracy's offer and change her mind about how she handled it. Lois was told by Brooke Lynn to put her mother in the same box as Tracy and never speak to her again if that offer came up in the conversation. Lois convinced Chase to sing a song that would be suitable for Blaze once he arrived. Brooke Lynn objected that Chase wasn't singing anymore, but Chase stated that Brooke Lynn will always be his first priority and sang the sappy song. When Lucy arrived and noticed Tracy had disappeared, she claimed Brooke Lynn was also to blame for the deception drama. Chase attempted to defend Brooke Lynn, but Brooke Lynn believed that the criticism was warranted. Lucy completed the paperwork and hoped Brooke Lynn approved. Nina Corinthos displayed some picture frames with Donna and Wiley Corinthos' wedding images in Sonny Corinthos' office. In addition to giving Sonny a frame, Nina also had some for Carly Spencer. Willow and Michael Corinthos are also present. When the conversation shifted to Drew Kane's difficult prison experience, Nina wished Carly could free him and tried to divert the topic. Nina finally tore herself away from her new husband after some flirting and kissing. Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, appeared in Michael's office and suggested against it, even though Michael was prepared to tell Sonny precisely what kind of lady he had married. Martin pretended that Michael should be worried about Nina going off the rails and getting retribution when he brought up her wild past. Martin advised that if Michael kept on bringing Nina down, he had better prepare 2 graves. Sonny was on the phone preparing something special for the ideal woman when Michael showed up at his office and overheard the conversation. In the end, Sonny told Michael that he was happier than he had ever been and expressed his gratitude that his son was present at the wedding. Sunny intended to show Michael the framed images that Nina was going to distribute first, but Michael had something to say to him first. Sunny also mentioned that Michael and Willow had a grasp of what it was to love someone so intensely that it pained. Sunny experienced that with Nina, who had completely transformed his life. Sunny made it clear that he had nothing against Carly, who was content with Drew in her own way, or would be, once he was out from prison. Michael recalled how Carly self-blamed for Drew's situation and claimed that's what he came to talk to Sunny about. Since Crimson was a highly important magazine, Sunny said Nina might be able to utilize it to aid Drew. Michael finally opted against disclosing Nina's involvement in the SEC tip and advised not to put that on her plate. Sunny questioned what Michael wanted to talk about, but he insisted that he came up with a solution on his own. Michael was ready to face Nina once he had some privacy, so when he made a phone call to find out when she would be returning to her office, he did so. When TJ returned to the hospital, Portia saw that he was preoccupied and persuaded him to concede that there was something peculiar about a certain patient. Mason was mentioned, and TJ affirmed that he was, but Portia decided it would be best to avoid Mason at all costs. TJ tried to let it go after deciding that Mason probably only reminded him of another weirdo. Cyrus looked at Portia rather menacingly as he exited the hospital. After receiving a worrying call, Nina confronted Martin at the Metro Court Bar and expressed her confusion about how this could have happened. Martin tried to explain what he had done after Nina questioned him, hoping she would find it acceptable. Nina brought up the contracts that Martin was required to submit by the close of business yesterday after she had clarified that it wasn't the end of the world. Martin pledged to set the contract problem right and took a drink when he discovered Nina wasn't aware of the informant leak just yet. He also warned that much worse news was on the way. According to General Hospital previews on Wednesday, October 25, Cody Bell will receive a visit from Dante Falconeri, who will become irritated with him over the secret he's keeping from Max Scorpio. It appears as though Dante might play a psychological prank on Cody by pretending he doesn't even want Mac to know that Cody is his kid. Dante may portray Cody as actually undeserving due to his cowardice in an effort to prod him into confessing. Ava Jerome will be reunited with Trina Robinson, who will be relieved to see her after her trauma with kidnapping. Trina will also give an update on her vacation to New York City with Spencer Cassadine and say that if it weren't for Ava, it wouldn't have been nearly as enjoyable. Trina may attribute Trina's increased enjoyment of her museum visits and excursions to Ava, who assisted her in cultivating a profound appreciation for art. She will talk to Martin Gray about something when she is with Lucy Coe and ask his perspective. Martin will argue that Lucy at the very least owes it to someone to make her aware of the possibility. Martin can persuade Lucy to increase the sum Tracy Quartermaine fought for in order to give Sasha Gilmore a chance to have her contract reinstated. Maxie Jones will get another chance to speak, as Tracy was unquestionably keen that Sasha remain the face of deception. If Sasha returns to the team, Lucy and Maxie are unsure of how they would manage Blaze, but perhaps they will be fortunate if Blaze rejects them and finds a solution to their issue. Carly Spencer will next make a phone call and state that she wants to speak with the warden, but shortly after, she will receive some unsettling news. Carly looks to be on the verge of learning something that increases her worries about Drew Kane's security in jail. Thankfully, things will get better because it looks like Judge Albert Kim will release Drew soon. Michael Corinthos will make it plain that Nina Corinthos' luck has run out once he locates her. She will inquire where Michael obtained that after Michael plays the recording of Martin Gray confessing Nina was responsible for the tip to the SEC. Nina will initially try to pretend that anything is wrong, but she will soon have to concede that Michael is in the driver's seat. Regarding Nina's friendship with Willow Corinthos and what will happen to Sunny Corinthos going ahead, Michael will set down certain requirements. For the time being, Nina will be able to keep her cover, but Michael will keep the truth over her head and constantly warn her that if she crosses him, he might end her life. According to additional GH teasers, Willow and Liesel Obrecht will have a heartwarming reunion and spend some time catching up on each other's lives. Obrecht will be overjoyed to hear great things from Willow regarding her healing and her developing relationship with Nena. Considering that Liesel seems astonished about someone being in the dark in Wednesday's preview video, Willow might also inform her that Cyrus Renault has been released. Last but not least, Brick will find some information for Sunny and relay it to him, maybe giving him the edge against Cyrus. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.